Hi, parents. Deacon John Wilson, Education Enrichment Director for West Angeles Church. Here was some important information about California State University applications. I'll say a little bit about UC at the end too, because its deadline's coming up. Both priority deadlines on November 30th. With UC for sure, none of them will remain open after the 30th, barring some unforeseen technical issue. CSU, the main most desired campuses will close November 30th. There'll be a few that will remain open longer, but who can say which? So November 30th is your due date for CSU as well. In the case that they just close on the 30th, everybody. So you need to, if your student is, there's a couple of groups of you here. Some of you, the students, have already submitted it through their schools. A record number have. We don't have nearly as many as we usually do going through us, and that's fine. But I'm starting to see an issue emerge with ones who are done at school. They're not telling you you need to follow up. You need to really, you should have set up a separate email, but most of you didn't. So all those CSU emails are going into your regular email, but it's on you to go in there, set up folders and transfer them, whatever, but you have to see the CSU emails. In fact, that's what I recommend. You should set up a folder in your email. I guess all emails can do that, and move to those folders, the CSU emails, because they'll clog your email up. You'll miss things. Why am I bringing that up? Because your first couple of emails after you delivered your CSUs, parents, after your students delivered them, the school should have told them to follow up and set up their portals. These are information portals. Nobody sends letters anymore of admission, or if they need information, they do it all through an information portal. So I really need students to set up their portals. If they're having trouble, we can give them a little help on Zoom or something, but we didn't set up their portals, their email addresses, nor were we involved in it. So we can't go in their emails like we're doing right now and setting up portals. We only have like 10 we're doing that for. Maybe 12, I don't know. And probably be more coming up here now. But if they've already submitted it through the school, schools are not telling them that. But it's not just sit up and wait for an email. A lot of them will not even email. They're certainly not going to mail you anything. And I'm worried that they'll be requesting information. Students won't provide it, and their applications will be dropped. The second thing I'm concerned about is most of the attention right now is not on CSU. They're thinking about their private schools and UC and going away, and reality hasn't set in that CSU is a real option. I mean, I covered that in our last meeting. You might want to look at that video. But when they pivot because of cost reasons or whatever, you don't want to send them to a private school, and they pivot in March, and a lot of those schools have been dropped, they'll be very disappointed. So they really need to go in and follow up in their email. They're not motivated. That's what number 2 here is all about. They're not motivated to do that this time of year, parents. They're thinking about those other schools, which is where they want to go. But it's going to be up to you and the cost and those kind of issues to resolve that. The other group is, so we talked about the ones who submitted it at school. What if you haven't done anything with CSU, probably because your students said they want to go to school out of California? I away from home or away from California, they could be away from home and be in California. CSUs are the only real, true, high quality, affordable option. I have students that have had great careers coming out of CSU. There's no shame at all in going, despite what any counselor says, or any person says, or any friend says. It should be on every student's list. If they have not applied to CSU, you need to contact me immediately so I can get you a data sheet and we can get those applications submitted. Because right now, you only have 2 weeks to go to the 30th. And I'm deeply concerned that they won't get it in time. And I don't want to last year I got 25 or 30 of those things on the day before. And I don't know if we can do that this year with our labor shortages. I'm going to start hearing about them now so we can gracefully get them all done. So if they haven't, you want them to do it themselves, that's fine. But remember, they need to follow up. All right, I hope that helps. There's another great video on CSU in general that was done by one of my admissions applications assistants, Brianna Bennett. and there's some other good stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe to our video channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel to make sure you get notifications. God bless you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.